Welcome back to another video. We are at Mosport today in the BMW GT3 this time. I bought that. This is the lap around Mosport. This is turn 1. It's you need a little bit of braking for rotation, but like the tiniest amount. Clayton, you do need a little bit of braking here as well. You want to get on throttle as fast as possible. And into Quebec, you're keeping it, you want to keep as much speed as possible going through this corner, as this is a decently long kind of straight and you can lose so much time. That's where I was using most of my time this week. Heavy braking into Moss. That's a very difficult corner, but very fun. And then the long back straight of Mosport. This week, I was only able to do 2 races. This is the first one, but the BMW, I do like it quite a lot, and it's much more on pace. Maybe not around here. Around here wasn't as much, but this is into the S's, slight braking, fast right, and then slight braking again into the left, and then more slight braking into the whites. Only 10 turns around this track, and that was a 1:14.7, which was a pretty good lap time, especially for second lap. P4 on the grid. This was first split. I look like I'm a P3, but I just overtook the one guy. Alright. Starting the race. Starting on the outside definitely isn't ideal at Mosport. I'm pretty sure I had a guy on my inside, just to the right of me, yeah. He gets a free position. I get stuck behind that Aston Martin. I try going on the outside of him. I lose all grip, touch the grass. It almost spins me. I barely save it, losing every position I gained, or every position I started from. Pretty sure this put me very close to last. Pretty sure I was like 13 after that. Definitely was not helpful for my race. You can see I just lose grip on entry. It's cold tires. A little bit after that, very ambitious now. I want to make some places up. Going inside of this Mercedes, sort of shoving out the way. Definitely was not the cleanest move. He almost pits me, but I can't blame him for that move I made. I don't think he meant to, but I would have probably deserved it anyways. This long straight. I go in front of the Ferrari so he can't get past me. I was hoping he'd bump me, he doesn't. And then the Mercedes lashes me. Then I don't know what happened here. I think my tires might have been overheated, or it was just a skill issue. Probably that. But I seem to have lost grip again. Maybe it was because the brakes were too cold, or I did too much with the brakes. I know I didn't brake late. But yeah, so that was not the best thing in the world. I had pretty extensive damage to all of my aero. Like, I don't even know what that is sticking out of the back there. I was oversteering literally everywhere. I didn't have a meatball, but I don't think I had wheel damage either. It's just straight aero. But it was like impossible to drive. So on lap 4, I finally decided to pit after a couple off tracks, and I realized it's not worth it. So I'm already like 10 seconds behind second last. So yeah, pull into the pits. 4 minutes of repairs, I think, and then I see someone else appear in a Mercedes. Checks going inside of the Aston, hits him, gets back on throttle too early, and just almost takes it out. Mercedes just goes into the wall. His race is done. And he wasn't able to get back in the race. Actually, never got back. Finally got out of the pits. I think 4 laps down, and we were coming out like right in front of the leader. So I was definitely gonna let them all pass. I have no reason not to. I'm not fighting for anything anymore this race. I'm just going for safety rating really, so I don't lose it all. So I don't have the most currently from a bad week. But yeah, in the back straight, the leader flashes me. I did a little weave to tell him I'll let you pass for just giving me a slipstream. And then I pull over the right before the S's break, let him by. And second wasn't close enough yet for me to let them by.
And then you might let me through.
Yeah, and then he asked me to let him through, so obviously I do the right thing. I let him through. I let him through that lap.
You're the man, I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm the man, so. And then the guy behind, I was going to let by on the start finish straight. Right there. So yeah, this race was literally just drive for safety rating. Don't get any incidents. Cross the finish line, P16, lost 62 Irating in 22 safety rating. Alright, next race. Qualified P4 again. It's top split. This is the next day. Here, I got a good start, so I'm actually in line with P3 this time. I go around the outside of him. He's 6K driver, so I knew I probably was going to be faster than him, but may as well try to keep him behind. It's my favorite track. Still not that good at it, apparently. But this is an incident that happened in turn 1. I thought it was pretty big. Then this guy, I don't know if he loses all grip. That's what it looks like, and he just pits that Mercedes, and then a Porsche gets collected. A guy leaving the pits almost gets collected. That was a very nasty one. So then here, I get on throttle too early, go off track, and I lose, I think, 3 or 4 positions. Because why wouldn't I? Just fumble everything. Yeah, P3 down to P7. So, I don't know. My race starts in the BMW have not been good so far, though. The 2 races I've done. This is turn 7. This class had is turn 7. It's the S's. Still in P7. Actually, did not crash in the S's this time, so that was a plus. Sticking behind the Mercedes. My goal after that was probably top 5. Just try to get back 2 positions, but Mosport can be pretty difficult to overtake if you don't have that straight line speed in the back straight, because there's really no other place to overtake unless maybe turn 1 and Moss, the heavy braking zone in Moss. And the Porsche behind me gets double overtaken going into Moss, which is, yeah, the best overtaking spot. It's faster than he did it before. I guess he had a pretty bad exit. I'm still right on this Mercedes. I know I'm faster than him. And every lap into Moss, he brakes way too early. So my goal was to overtake him into Moss at one point. But I just couldn't get close enough because the Mercedes is too fast. I don't know why I didn't get the Mercedes. I preferred the BMW, I guess. I just don't like the Mercedes at all, really. But I know it's fast. Just BMW is my go-to. At least in Le Mans Ultimate, I used it a little bit. This Mercedes on lap 13, so we skipped quite a bit, just stuck behind that Mercedes. This Mercedes goes for an overtake into Moss. I try to keep the inside line, and we make contact in the second tiny braking zone, and that destroys my rear left wheel. You can see that his front bumper goes back on, and my wheel doesn't go back to straight. You can see it shifted a little bit. He just went into the back of me. And look at my steering angle. I was just praying for no meatball, and I was lucky I did not get it. That could have really messed up my Irating, but luckily we didn't get it. Car was a little unstable, for sure. Like, I definitely wasn't gonna make any positions up or be on pace. I probably was losing 5/10 a lap for a normal. So yeah, that damage was less than optimal. And I was on lap 15. So only a lap later. Still ahead of that Mercedes. So I have the pace to keep him behind, but probably not keep up with that Mercedes in front of me. And I'm just focusing on not crashing, because it's pretty easy to when your wheels like that. I come around this corner, a beamer spun, and then, oh my goodness, that was, I thought my race was ended. This is Mercedes, he goes around, he started moving, I was just following the car ahead, so he has a staff oversteer, tries to correct it, does too much. I was so close to hitting it, like, I'm so lucky no netcode was involved, or else I would have been in the wall. But the Mercedes behind me overtakes me, and I stay ahead of the Aston behind, so didn't really lose or gain any positions, just stayed the same. But now I need to try to keep another car behind me, but the Aston wasn't the fastest. So, and then the Mercedes ahead of me, I knew he was faster than me, especially at this point, so I was just trying to keep up, but probably wasn't going to happen. Just going to see, maybe something will happen to them. Anything can happen, really. Yeah, a 16 that lap. I'm pretty sure, well, that was the lap, I guess I went off track, but still wasn't on pace. You should be, like, the fastest guys are doing 13s, but you barely see that, or at least I haven't seen it yet. I've only seen a 14.2 or a 14.1 is the fastest, but I just couldn't stay consistent, which is a struggle I've had for a while, so just trying to get more consistent, especially in this GT3 car. But I will next week doing the LMP3s at Daytona because of the Roar before the 24, so I'll be trying that out. I'll be posting a video on that depending on how it goes. If I crash out, I'll probably still make a video on it, but it wouldn't be the best. But yeah, I'll probably be doing LMP3s all week, which I'm usually pretty on pace in, so it should be a lot better. But I think I've been good in GT3s. I'm consistently getting top 5s, usually. Never been fighting for the win. Okay, that is an editing error. Sorry about that. But on board with this Merc. This is his last chance to overtake the blue Merc for P5, and he is higher Irating than both of us, so he needs it. He tries going on the outside of the S's. You can get that move to work, so then you got the inside for the next corner, but he doesn't get it. He gets a much better exit. He goes down the inside on the whites, takes the guy out, puts him back forward. I see this, I'm like, oh, I might get a position. I thought I saw a loss. He swerves to the right, I swerve. We come across the line, I beat him by 0.02 of a second. I won't say that was skill. That was a lot of luck involved, but that was the most insane finish I've ever had. Like, look how close that was. Insane. Gained 69 Irating. Thank you for watching.